Well, good Thursday morning. We're waking up after what was another round of some showers and thunderstorms yesterday, mainly for northern counties, and we have additional rounds today and also tomorrow. So I did want to break down the timing of that, show you what you can expect in terms of our severe weather outlooks go, and then also break down the cool down and the changes we have behind these couple more rounds of storms that we're going to be tracking just in time for the upcoming weekend. Let's go ahead and take you over to the weather wall, though, where finally we're seeing some sunshine. We haven't seen too much of this over the past several mornings. This is a change. We've had low clouds every single morning. This morning, though, sunshine back with us, and that's going to help our temperatures soar into the 90s for this afternoon. We're currently at 77 degrees right now at the Austin Airport, 77 for Camp Mabry. Those dew points up there in the lower 70s. We are feeling that humidity that's going to contribute to our heat index today, which eventually will be climbing into the middle 90s. So warm and also sticky for your Thursday afternoon. That all comes ahead of, again, what will be an additional round of thunderstorms set to roll through later on today. Yesterday's storms were really focused farther north. It's our northern counties, Burnett County, Williamson County, along with Milam County, that really had all the action in terms of some heavy rain. But what we also saw were some severe thunderstorms that produced some hail. We had hail reports featuring anywhere from tennis ball size to golf ball size hail for areas like Georgetown, Taylor, and just to the east of Round Rock. So some strong storms up through that area yesterday. Today's potential, though, is going to be a little bit farther south. I think more of us across the Austin area, areas farther south, will have a chance of seeing some showers and storms. We're currently dry, a lot of sunshine across areas. We start the day. This is our weather setup for the day. We had that weather system that rolled through yesterday, brought all that heavy rain to areas like Dallas and the severe thunderstorms that we've had here locally and farther to the north. We have a lingering front that's kind of washed out just to the north of us, along with a dry line that's just to the west of us. These two features combined creating for an additional round of thunderstorms today, and then we're tracking our last and final round of storms set to arrive for tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be featuring the highest rain chance that we have throughout the week, and that's going to be thanks to this cold front that's now beginning to work its way into the panhandle of Texas. This bringing us widespread rain and thunderstorms for your Friday, but then some cooler and drier conditions by the weekend. Out ahead of that front, and what we typically see out ahead of any front, is a big warm up. Those winds cranking out of the south today. That's what's been transporting in that humid feeling air and will really help bump up those temperatures by the afternoon. That'll help fuel our next round of showers and thunderstorms, developing over kind of the leftover energy that we have from yesterday's storms. This will be for tomorrow, this afternoon and into this evening. Now Friday, front moves through. Look at how widespread those thunderstorms come across the area. Again, it'll be featuring our highest chance for rain out of the week before that clears. Saturday will be much drier, those winds returning out of the north, and that's what's going to help pull in that drier but also cooler air. If you like cooler conditions, you'll like what we see in our 7-day forecast here coming up in just a bit. For today, though, for the remainder of your Thursday, we'll be looking at a partly cloudy sky to start. I don't anticipate much activity through the noon hour or even through 1, 2, 3 o'clock. We keep it pretty dry at that point in time. It's after about 4 o'clock that we should start to see these showers and storms get going here. This is stopping the clock at 5:30. Notice they first develop farther north up towards the hill country, starting northwest but progressing south and eastward. And these will be more of a southerly push compared to yesterday's storms, again, that really just remain in our northern counties. So I-35 corridor around 7 to 8 p.m. this evening, we could be looking at some pretty strong storms across that area, packing some heavy rain, heavy downpours, which could limit visibility for drivers, along with the potential of seeing some hail and gusty to damaging winds. We'll continue to watch this slowly progress southward and then linger into about 9, 10 o'clock this evening before those start to fade away. And we're heading into another quiet start for your Friday morning. Friday morning calm, but this is now our second round of storms that we'll see in this 48-hour period that will arrive for Friday afternoon. So Friday lunchtime, we start to see some spotty showers, perhaps some storms develop. That front pushing through around mid-afternoon. I'm expecting the timing to be between about the hours of 3 o'clock through about 5 o'clock tomorrow is when we'll see that front push through central Texas. And look at how widespread the coverage is. This is 4 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be tracking heavy downpours again, the potential of even seeing some flooding across the area. And I think tomorrow's storm chance will feature the higher potential of seeing some of these thunderstorms become strong to even severe. So that's something that we'll have to watch for for tomorrow's cold front as it passes through. If you have Friday evening plans, we're still going to be looking pretty wet through 5, 6 o'clock, but I think by around 8 o'clock, that sunset time frame, we're going to start to see things dial down a little bit more. Those showers and storms eventually fading away towards about 9, 10 o'clock. And then we have this wind shift out of the north. That's what's going to be bringing some very pleasant conditions in for this upcoming weekend. Today, tomorrow, here is our severe weather outlook. Today, we have a level 1 out of 5 for the good majority of the KVUE viewing area. Friday, we step it up a touch with that yellow coloring indicating the level 2 out of 5 risk for our northern counties. So tomorrow again, packing the better potential for some stronger storms with hail, but also the better potential of seeing some flooding. I think some of these storms really could be some heavy rain producers. Tomorrow we have a level 2 out of 4 risk to see some flooding across the area. So certainly could see some flood advisories issued across the region. It's something that we'll be watching out for, but hey, at least some needed rain. As far as our rainfall totals go, this takes us through Friday into Saturday morning. We're looking at on average amounts between 1, 2, 2.5 inches. I wouldn't quite rule out some areas receiving up to 3 inches of rain for where some of those heavier downpours develop both today and tomorrow. So pretty solid drink of water. Today though, it's going to be hot. High temperatures looking like this. Lower 90s, look for high near 93 degrees for Austin, 90 for Georgetown, with those winds out of the south pulling in the humidity. Dew points in the 60s, low 70s. Our feels like temperatures by around 3, 4 o'clock coming in at around 95 for Austin. Temperatures could be creeping closer to that upper 90s feels like category for some of our southern coastal plains area. So it is going to be very warm today, but changes arrive in time for the weekend. Behind the front that passes through Friday, that again will bring us our second and last round of storms out of the week. We'll see that humidity plunge down into the 50s. We'll especially feel that by Sunday, where that drier air will really help cool things down overnight. We'll actually be allowed to cool into the 50s for the first time in over a week on Sunday morning. Many of us will need those light sweaters as you head out the door for Sunday, where I think Sunday has a pretty good chance of just featuring bright sunshine. Could be a cloud-free sky and just some really nice conditions shaping up as we head into the tail end of the weekend. 7-day forecast today, tomorrow, featuring these couple rounds of storms. Our first one, of course, or I should say our second one out of this week, coming in for this afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, evening round of storms. That front pushes through and pushes the moisture southward. A couple lingering showers possible soon for your Saturday, but most of us won't see any rain for tomorrow. We should be dry for Sunday. Lots of sunshine with that cooler start to the day before we start to see more of an active weather pattern make a comeback here as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Storm chances start to creep back up. The humidity will start to creep back up, and those temperatures will as well across the area. So we will continue to track our thunderstorm chances as we head into the rest of this afternoon. Of course, Chief Meteorologist Hunter Williams will be in a little bit later on, timing out and having live radar updates as far as those thunderstorms go. Stay tuned.